Welcome, welcome. Let's do a cheeky, freaky Friday read. I'm actually not going to use the Halloween tarot on this occasion. It's just a beautiful day outside. It really is. Not even got any studio lighting on here or anything, which I guess is why one side of me is darker than the other. But hey, what are you going to do? We will use Tarot in Wonderland. We'll go with the bunnies on this occasion. Now, I did get a driving video, but unfortunately I'm having trouble with my phone at the moment, so I'm sure I will find a way of getting that involved in a future video, future reading even. But right now, let's just go with the cards and see what we get. So I've had a good shuffle. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's going to be a 5-card pick a card. So let's put the others out of the way so they don't interfere. Are you going to go with card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4, or card 5? That's the question. Time to make your mind up now, really. You know, got to make your mind up before you actually see what the cards are. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've actually got 6 out, so let's just get rid of the last one because that wasn't meant to be there at all. Okay, they do get stuck together, these things. So let's go. Let's turn over card number 1. Did you pick card number 1, friends? Do let me know which ones you picked in the comments below. It's always good to know. And this is a great start, actually. This is number 2 in the major arcana. It's the High Priestess. And this is one of those cards that suggests your wildest dreams are likely to come true in one way or another. Alice is trying to climb in between the 2 pillars, and they're like 2 little castles there, but they're essentially the 2 pillars from the more traditional view of this card. And the High Priestess is actually going to allow Alice in. That is the thing about this card. Alice doesn't think she's going to be able to get in. Looks like she's had some quite hard work climbing up to get into that scene there. But the High Priestess is going to let her through. And so she's going to find out what's behind the curtains. And that is the thing that bothers a great many of us when we're trying to really manifest our dreams, when we're trying to really get forward in life and make things happen. And this is why a lot of people, sadly, never actually try and pursue their dream, never really truly follow their heart, because you don't know what's behind those curtains. But there's nothing bad behind those curtains. It doesn't show up too well in this card, actually, but there is a very slight chink in the curtains right at the top of the curtains there. And when you look through that, you can see there's actually nothing to fear. It's just the unknown, you know, and life is full of the unknown. So there we go, card number 1, the High Priestess. So this is going to be a journey, friends. So did you then pick card number 2? That is the question. I will turn it over. It's the major arcana again. This time it's number 4. It is the Emperor. So this is actually very appropriate coming in after the High Priestess there. This is a nice flow so far. We've got a swan, we've got various different birds in various disguises, and the Emperor is showing up as a dodo there, and that's because he's kind of old-fashioned. He's totally gone out of fashion, actually. In fashion terms, he's as dead as a dodo, but we should listen to him. This is about listening to people who, you know, voices from the past. Sometimes we need to free ourselves from the voices of the past, but they often have something positive to say in amongst all the negative stuff, in amongst all the old-fashioned stuff. And the Emperor's message is we have to be careful with resources. He comes after the Empress, really, because she's number 3, and the Empress is all about the joys of nature, the amazing bounties that we can experience at the hands of nature. But the Emperor says, store something up for a rainy day. Keep it for a rainy day. So a great second step in the reading, actually, because if we go through the High Priestess thing and actually set off on that amazing, that cosmic journey, following our hearts, looking fearlessly towards getting what we actually want out of life, even if it's, you know, like I said before, our wildest dreams, even if we don't think we can ever do it, we actually can, especially if we take the Emperor's advice and you know, have something put aside for a rainy day, really. So there's some resources to fall back on. The Emperor, if he was around now, he would be a prepper, I think, quite honestly. And you know where that leads, don't you? You make preparations for things. I've been a prepper for years, and every now and again I go through my food cupboard and there's stuff in there that's just so out of date. There's no way it's ever going to be any use. I'm just not going to want to risk eating it, even if Armageddon happens, and let's hope it doesn't. But so far Armageddon hasn't happened, but I still prep, and the reason I do that is, you know, why get annoyed when the apocalypse doesn't happen? It's kind of like taking out house insurance and then being annoyed that your house didn't burn down, or taking out life insurance and then being annoyed that you didn't die. It's just, you know, it's good to have something put by, because it gives you confidence. You know you can survive. You know you can get on with this journey if you take the Emperor's advice and actually have something put aside for a rainy day, because rainy days do happen. No getting away from it. Card number 3. Now, if you picked all 5 cards, this is actually the heart of the matter, really. This is the centre of attention here, and it's the 9 of Pentacles. Now, this suggests to me that this amazing cosmic journey is going to happen, no matter what. Because being a Pentacles card, it's very earthy, it's very grounded, and it's all about abundance as well. And we can see Alice in this magical garden here, standing on the checkered board there, sort of chessboard kind of a pathway, trying to get the word out, chess, there we go, on a chessboard pathway, which suggests it's game on. There's still much to play for, but she has done very, very well, and the pentacles are in flower all around her. It's the 9 of Pentacles though. We haven't quite hit the 10 of completion here, and that's because before we really arrive at the 10 of completion with all this new amazingness on the new journey and the new life that we're experiencing in this reading, we do need to look back, actually, and remember the people who helped us to get where we are today, and remember anything, anybody, any person or anything important that we've left behind. You know, what do you do when you realise you've left someone behind and you've come this far forward? Difficult, but friends, what this card is really saying is don't just forge ahead and leave everything behind. Sometimes we've got to cut the cord. We really have. I've done that many times in my life and I've never regretted it. It is totally worth cutting the cord. That's really, you know, quite an important thing to do, because you have to kind of get away from the influences that want to hold you down. You know, whenever we want to go on a real amazing journey and make things happen, there are friends who are going to fold their arms, you'll never do it. But you can, and you will. So you kind of got to cut the cord with some people and with some situations. You know, you got to not worry too much about the people you leave behind. That is their karma, that is their destiny. Your job is to live out your karma. That's why you were put on this earth. So do keep going. But if you've left something important behind, or if you just had to cut the cord in order to make some good steps forward, maybe now is the time to actually, you know, they say don't look back, but just kind of have a glance over your shoulder and ask yourself, do you want to kind of rebuild one of those cords? Will that person respect you now you've made this move? You just never know, but sometimes it's worth a try. That's just one to contemplate there, friends. But it is the 9 of Pentacles, and things are really kind of taking shape and moving forward. Just got Mr. Crow there telling her to look back, whatever happens. And I've had crows at my window just lately, actually. I might have told you I got some ducks. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, and by the way, please do that. I'm Andy Lynch on Facebook, ANDYLYNCH, and on Instagram I'm number 4 Astro Truth. Number 4 Astro Truth on Instagram. Follow me there, and if you've done that already, you'll know about the ducks. So I've got these ducks, right? And what happened is I had to cover the duck run over with some net, because there were 2 crows going in there every day and stealing the duck eggs. At first I thought the ducks weren't laying, and then I found some broken duck egg shells on the track just next to where the duck run is. So I covered it over with this net stuff, and One of the crows came and banged on my window one morning. I'd just got out of bed. Very intelligent birds, crows, and it must have heard me get up and start moving around. And it banged on the window really hard. And it obviously saying, come on, you know, let us in the duck run. And it obviously wanted to eat the duck's food as well. So crows are worth paying heed to, and they're more intelligent than we think. So heed the crow in the Nine of Pentacles there, okay, before you do anything else. Think about just, you know, is this wise? Can I really keep on moving forward without just taking stock of what I've had to leave behind and asking myself, do I need to carry something forward? Card number 3. Card number 4 is a 4 card. It is the 4 of Swords, and it's time to take a rest, basically. Lots of progress going on here, and if you're unsure what in the 9 of Pentacles there, what it might be that you might need to look back over your shoulder and actually carry forward with you, bring the past, a little bit of the past at least, with you on your journey into the future for great success. If you're not sure what that is, maybe you want to just take a rest. But in any case, there's been a lot of very fast progress there, so it is a good thing to take a rest. Everything will be okay. You see, there are 3 swords hanging up in the tree, and there is a sword on the ground there next to the sleeping character. So if he needs to, if there's any sign of danger, he can suddenly wake up and come to and grab that sword. So it is perfectly safe, okay? If you're really concerned about taking a rest and what might happen, ask the angels to watch over you. In fact, friends, you know, ask the angels to watch over you anyway. It's always totally worth doing. They are always very willing and ready and able to help. So do ask the angels and visualize and believe that that help is going to come in. It's believing it that really, really makes the difference. So that brings us to our final card, card number 5 in this reading, and number 6, the Lovers. There we are, the Lovers. That is just a wonderful outcome card. There's not too much I can say about this, really, is there? It's a card that anyone who follows the tarot knows all about. And even if you don't follow the tarot and you look at this card, it's pretty obvious what's going on. Now, the Lovers here are the King and Queen, and as per the Alice in Wonderland stories, they're not madly happy to be together by the look of it, but they kind of suit each other and they deserve each other. So there's just a hint of be careful what you wish for here, but it's going to be possible to make the best of it. That's what Alice stands for. The character of Alice in Tarot in Wonderland and in all the Wonderland books is really that she is essentially an optimist. She'll always keep looking forward. She'll always try to make the best of whatever happens. And there she is with the King and the Queen. And it's the Lovers. It's also number 6, which is totally a magical number. So there we are, friends. I really hope you've enjoyed this one. If you would like a private reading, my email address is down there in the description, either below this video or on the side of this video, depending on where you're looking. And I'll read it out anyway. It's 35and83@gmail.com. That is 35and83@gmail.com. And if you'd like a private reading, hit me up on that email address and we will work something out. We will do something. Please also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. If you've already hit the subscribe button, please check to make sure that it hasn't turned red again, which is where it says subscribed in grey. It might have turned red because YouTube just kind of seemed to keep stealing subscribers from me. So check that out. Do subscribe and a thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed making it for you, and I'll be... Slow down, Andy. I'll be back again soon with more readings, and particularly coming up this Wednesday, we are going to have live readings again. So hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notification about an hour or so before that one goes live. I'm so sorry I missed last Wednesday's, guys, but it's been a super busy time. It really has. Anyway, all good fun. So take care of yourselves, friends. I'll see you again in a future video. Love and light, blessings and peace.